Rescue Your Marriage by Travis Perry. Marriage is the most basic unit of society and is fundamental in creating families, civilizations, and nations throughout the world. So why do the majority of marriages end in divorce? And what can you do to prevent becoming a statistic? In this program, I will explain simply how to navigate through the three marital icebergs of time management, sexual intimacy, and finances to prevent divorce and create a thriving marriage. Issues with time management, sexual intimacy, and finances are the three deadliest icebergs most likely to sink your marriage. However, with the help of couple development, your marriage can safely navigate treacherous waters and create the married life you have always wanted. Rescue Your Marriage is based on 11 years of research and experience in the field. The research shows how those with a thriving marriage can avoid problems resulting from the marital icebergs and live healthier, wealthier, and happier lives. Enjoy the program, and happy voyage. Most are familiar with the story of the world's largest and most infamous unsinkable cruise liner, the Titanic. The long-awaited maiden voyage of that ship in 1912 proved to be its last. After all the hype and celebration, nobility and peasant boarded the ship headed for Europe and disaster. History does a poor job at best telling the story of the massive Titanic. They focus more on the historic nature of the disaster and give little information for the actual reason to why the ship sunk. After reading many historical accounts, one reason stands out: pride. As Proverbs 16:18 says, "Pride goeth before destruction." The same was true for the Titanic. Thinking that the unsinkable would have no problem with icebergs or any issue, the captain and crew refused to change course. That fateful night had plenty of chances to save hundreds of lives through preparation, but pride blocked the way. For example, the ship's engineers failed to report iceberg warnings to the captain, who tried steering the ship out of the iceberg's way only after it was too late. The captain waited for an hour after impact before signaling for help, even though he knew the ship was not equipped for a major emergency. In each instance, pride brought down this majestic beauty. In marriage, couples can be likened to the Titanic. They may start off with high hopes of taking on the world, spend plenty of time and money on a fancy wedding ceremony and celebration, but not be prepared for disaster when it strikes. If the couple gives into pride and avoids preparation, they are destined to hit marital icebergs and sink to failure. If they learn how to prepare and develop together, they can avoid hitting the marital icebergs completely and arrive successfully. In a recent study by Creighton University Center for Marriage and Family, Pattison suggests time, sex, and money pose the three biggest obstacles to satisfaction in the lives of newly married couples. If these areas are cultivated, they can bring unbelievable satisfaction to the marriage, but if they are left neglected or mismanaged, the big three could destroy it. When couples begin courting, all they want to do is spend time together. Once married, lives get busier with work, children, and other responsibilities, and finding time can be difficult. Yet couples cannot thrive without spending time together to nurture the relationship. Sexual intimacy can be the source of unparalleled physical and spiritual connection, and the lack of it a cause of infidelity and immeasurable heartbreak. Issues about money can be the cause of emotional charged arguments in the marriage, or a tool for great good. A closer examination finds the big three are just the tip of the iceberg. Looking at an iceberg above the water, you can only see about 20 to 30% of the floating hazard. If you could look under the surface, you would see the other 70 to 80%. Instead of focusing on time, intimacy, and money issues, couples should be going deeper to find the root causes of all these issues. Once couples realize how deep the big three go in their relationship, they have three choices: give up, live with it, or work at it, and we will look at all three.